Hey, hello, good evening, everyone. Today it's Saturday evening, the 17th of September 2022. What have I been up to in the last couple of days? I stayed at home and I wrote a lot of material about the mind, seen via a psychotic and schizophrenic mindset, philosophical, and about God. So here it goes, vlog number 25. It's a large piece, two pieces actually, like I said, from the last 2 days. And I hope that to give you some insight in my life, in a way, what I'm thinking about mostly. So here it goes, vlog 25. How do I perceive myself? Where do my thoughts go to? Losing the inner core sometimes. It can go really deep inside a madness. At the moment, I'm feeling relaxed. It's strange to notice how it normally goes. I have it multiple times a day, moving inside my thoughts. Where do you go to when drifting off? It is never a reality. Trying to improve myself every moment of the day. The gradations are tough sometimes. Moving within myself, sometimes in my mind and sometimes in feelings. Then again, sometimes in senses as well. Time, the seasons, time, the calendar. Where do they go to? Trying to make something real. Sometimes things from the past pop up. In a strange way, they are on the front, like slipping outside of you. Only one possibility being blown up again, not only not to for real life. When being on your own, you don't know the interactions and feelings with other people, how the mind goes and works. In a psychosis, you put everything aside. I'm in silence. Minutes pass by, divided in seconds. When are you, you? Being in touch with yourself, a different gradation, letting go again. Moving forward and letting go in universal love, not inside a moment of insanity, projecting that as a reality. Taking rest again. Days pass and I didn't do anything. Still lost in psychosis. Time, the seasons, time, the calendar. In which part am I and how does it contemplate with the afterlife? Gradations again. It doesn't matter. Even when being gone, it is never the end. You can't lose. Easy to say at this moment. When being inside of it, it feels like you have lost. When being outside of it, you have lost as well. Can people feel and see what is going on inside of you? How deep do you go within yourself? The gradations of layers of the mind. People don't talk about them mostly. Because of that, you can get lost. Not mirroring with reality checks. Forgetting sometimes as well. Too deep floating away within myself. On what side are you? How are your inner connections within yourself? Good or bad? A side thought, another alley, one way ticket, mind of thought, inside, inside, and inside, perceiving things differently. The outcome of reality. What is reality? Time again, taking a sidetrack inside a sidetrack. Strange, but normal for everyone. We can understand each other in most ways. Only when being lost within yourself, you act differently. Eternity. What is eternity? How far do your thoughts go? You have to learn how to cope with yourself. Only what is the last step? The last step before you let go of yourself. How do you interact within crowds, for instance? Does each step apply to that moment? When are you in rest with yourself? How does your mind work? Letting go in a box into the open for everyone to see and or feel. Only that isn't always the case. You're fantasizing all the time. And when is it fantasy? How do you notice that? Losing inside these boxes of thought and feelings, your own inner you, getting more rest in the system, learning all over again, learning about the truth. In that way, you can let go of the fantasy and learn how to be a good human being. You need to learn the differences within thoughts, dark places, not from this life. The negativity that was on top for a long time can be let go. Gradations of universal love and emotions instead of empty dead alleys. When learning about God, you can learn yourself for the better. I mean that reincarnation is real. Because you let that into your life, you can let go of the fantasy worlds, because it isn't the end. There are new roads out there. You will learn how to be you again. Things that you know isn't the same other people know. You're not lost anymore. You'll learn about insanity in reality. Universal love can overcome all of your problems. Reincarnation. In that way, you let go of the fantasy. You let go of past lives. Also, learning about them, you will understand yourself better, letting go of the problems that aren't there anymore. By writing about it, you've learned to see the inner you. We all have the same things in a way. We all need an inner core. We are all human. Learn to be you. We come from all times throughout history. We were these people, living in different civilizations, different societies, learning through time to become a good person, living in war times and different visions about life, only to learn about reincarnation. We move from life to life. Also, you're in the thoughts and feelings, different marks throughout your lives. Letting go of these past lives, individual and collective events pass by, different visions on life, some good and some bad. In the end, you can only go upward in universal love. You will let the dark parts go, not only from this life, if you have any, that is. How would you act in different times? The afterlife will be the future for everyone to believe in. That will become the standard for each and every one of us. We'll only take the good parts with us, moving from life to life. The gradations disappear in time. They become whole again, a new frame, a better one. Totally different perspectives about lives, about the afterlife and reincarnation, about all travels with your twin soul as energy from planet to planet. The universe is really big. So is the inside of your soul. We need new maps, and they will come. The inner you will be connected with the higher spheres. That will be for eternity. The darker and sad side will dissolve into love eventually. The inner you will rise high above the standard that people believe in at the moment. The transition between learning about reincarnation and believing in only one life is massive. Thinking about things without universal love, that can take you down. You're in connection with the higher spheres of the afterlife, eternally in the bliss of God, only going higher. Problems can be solved, starting all over again after failing each time. What is sanity? With all the possibilities that are available, it was a tough road, but to let the inner core go in these new visions make me overwhelmed with confidence that I found the truth, that I can learn about reality, even though I lost it big time. It is strange to hallucinate, but it isn't the end. That is strange to see sometimes. Sometimes you're at the end of a dead alley. Sometimes you're not. How do you notice? A rich world inside of myself. I always had that. Only I took the wrong turn, and that was a mistake. Luckily, I'm getting back on track again. Still in trouble often, learning about the mind, soul, and afterlife. In that way, you will feel at ease eventually, letting go of the psychosis in which I was lost so often. That was on the top for many years. Time does heal, new visions. The next day, I'm sitting in my room again, having thoughts about things while listening to music. In a way, I feel pretty relaxed. The energy I'm feeling has been a while ago since I last felt that. A good flow. Wow, that feels amazing. I'm not sure what caused this great energy vibe. Universal love. What I'm talking about mostly in my vlogs. Maybe because of family and friends. I chatted a bit today with different people and that felt great. People I care about. I've gone for many years, inside turmoil of the past, feeling bad all the time. I don't know why. Learning about the afterlife and reincarnation helped me out big time. Don't do bad things in life you will regret. There aren't many bad things I did. A couple. That made me realize that God is real. Being stuck inside these bad things, like it is the last outcome. I'm learning about past lives as well. I remember that when thinking about certain things, that people could feel me when thinking about these bad things. Once I was in the Melkweg, a venue in Amsterdam. I thought about the thing and was being blown away in feelings in the crowds. That intense. Other people felt me because they said so. I was very low on energy in that time. Because of this, my fear of thinking in the crowds was at the surface. Thinking and feeling subjects. What are the gradations of that? When do people feel your inside of a thought or feeling? Locked up inside boxes that drift away. The bad things were more on the surface than universal love. I never did something wrong in my opinion, and I was proud of that. That kept me going until I did something wrong. Then it was the other way around, from a bad perspective. I also remember that I carried these things with me. In different parts of my body, I felt pain. It really hurt. For instance, I had a really painful knee. I felt the bad energy moving around that went on for months. I was lost inside psychosis, like being in a war, no loss surrounding you, energy in a way. You carry that within your feelings. When does the thought pop up? A subject of the past. It is different than other people perceive these realities. I've learned and didn't like that. Universal love is all there is. That is the best and highest feeling you can imagine. I was really down and out because of that. The thing is that people can feel these things sometimes. I'm positive about that. You need to learn the inner core all over again. Bowing deep and admit you were wrong. At the moment I'm feeling more universal love. Like I said, that has been a while ago. Do good wherever you go, whomever you meet. God is real. Not in the way of being a person, like some believe, but as energy. Do good, meet great people. Don't stay if it will hurt you. Say no, say yes. To be you in truth of the afterlife. Don't stick too long in the bad parts of life. It doesn't suit you. You will meet people on the same level to guide you through life, helping each other out. You have to do it yourself in the end. That isn't always easy, of course. Mostly you will see and learn about that afterwards. Build up your inner you to great heights. That is all that matters. I've learned big time. Also, a new light in past lives onwards to new lives. Be you and be grateful. You have a soul. You are a person. Inventing yourself all over again. Not in the bad parts of life anymore. Doing good wherever you go. Your inner light is massive, unbreakable. Your soul is unbreakable. Move in the right crowds and feel at ease. Don't reflect on bad decisions in life. From past lives until this life. You will get there eventually, starting all over again. Your inner core will shine like a diamond. The bad parts will disappear eventually. Because I'm really sensitive, I can't do bad things. Because I'm focusing on who I am in universal love. Learning moments. Some people can hide them away for a lifetime. Maybe even multiple lives. I've noticed that everything comes on the surface eventually. I don't need to talk about it. I've learned big time. When walking through Amsterdam many years ago, I was really lost. The city can be a cold place when being lonely in thoughts and feelings. Different gradations again. Don't get lost. I was, for many, many years. Via different routes, I'm coming to my senses again, making good for multiple lives, learning that some people aren't on the same level as I am. Some are some are, though. Feels great to have the love of these people in your life. I have to make good for past lives. With some of them, I already did. Not all of the people I know are busy with that. I am, though. Don't get involved too much with the darker spheres. I admit I was wrong with certain things, but not with everything. I know about the afterlife and reincarnation, learning to see time after time that it's the right track. Not everyone believes in that, and that's okay. We all have different opinions about certain things. For me, God is true. Energy flows between every one of us. Don't get lost inside turmoil and project that on everything. It's not worth it. So, that's what I did in the last 2 days. I went really deep in within myself, and it felt great to write actually. To see good things, but also the bad things, of course, and to learn from that and not doing it again. So, alrighty, I would say have a really, really great week, great weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.